Pradiki, Shashank Singhal, and Sri Lasya Sana have made us proud by securing position in the top 100 ranks in Vijayawada region, a remarkable achievement that reflects their precision, passion, and logical brilliance. We proudly celebrate our CBSE Science Exhibition national finalists and even more remarkably, two of our lead innovations, the Blindman Shoe and YD Pet, have been successfully taken for patents. Our students shown at CCMB Wildlife Week showcased research papers and excelled at the prestigious Yuva Sangharsh Leadership Contest at Sri Ramakrishna Math, where Akshaya Goswami of grade 10th reached the final level. At Causa Scientia 2025, our young innovators impressed the judges yet again. Students of DPS Nagpur also brought laurels at the Global Edge competition with their vacuum-powered climbing bot and solar-powered eco-friendly street light, securing third prize. Our digital solution, Eco Mitra Pro, created by our students with teacher mentorship, has been widely appreciated as a tool promoting climatic consciousness. Furthermore, two students' teams represented the school at the Indian Space Education Conference 2025 at THAP, where they exhibited their autonomous lunar rover prototype and young astronaut satellite launch vehicle. Beyond academics, our senior students upheld the school's commitment to social responsibility through community outreach programs, donating groceries, stationeries to underprivileged children, spreading compassion and hope. A proud moment came when Ayman Onietsa received an honorary award in the digital art category at the Heart of Biomedicine competition by the prestigious University of Melbourne, showcasing a global creative brilliance. This year, DPS Nadakul proudly hosted its first inter-school model United Nations, where students took on roles across UNESCO, the UN General Secretary, Security Council, and more strengthening leadership, diplomacy, and democratic values. One of our most empowering initiatives has been offering up to, this is for all the parents from 7, 8 to 12 to remember. Well, the management has decided to empower the learners, the scholars, with offering up to 100% scholarship to those scoring 98% and above in the board exams. So it would be 100% scholarship, ensuring that no dream is ever limited by financial boundaries. Our 7 virtues framework, physical, mental, intellectual, inspirational, artistic, aesthetics, and ethical development remain the backbone of our holistic vision. This year, DPS Nagpur reached new heights of recognition at national and global platforms. At the prestigious EdTech X Award 2025, our school has been honored under 3 major categories. We have been adjudged the best green building school. We have also been adjudged Excellence in Sports Education Award and the Best Community and Collaboration School Award. These recognitions affirm that DPS Nagpur is not merely a school, but a thriving ecosystem of innovation and excellence.
a strong believer in the youth of this country. Each one of you are capable of reaching greater heights in your life. Believe me, trust me. There's nothing called impossible in this world. You can make it possible. In terms of population, we are already number one in the world. We are 65% youth population. If we can harness this potential, we can make India to be the world leader. The day is not very far. I can see clearly it's happening. The kind of achievements what students are making right from the young age. You need to focus on three things that are very, very important when you look at the all-round development. You need to focus not only on the curricular activities, you also need to look at co-curricular and extracurricular activities. All three are important when you talk about it. For which Tri Shakti is important. You need to have Gnana Shakti, that is how much you are putting in efforts to learn more and more things. Ichha Shakti, willingness to try, willingness to explore, willingness to experiment, willingness to innovate is very, very important. The third is Kriya Shakti, how much you are willing to work with your hands and brains is very, very important. If you can synchronize these three, you can challenge the whole universe. Very, very possible. You think about it. The other part is, to read any book, you need to have 4 sights. You need to have a sight, you need to have insight, you need to have a hindsight, you need to have foresight. Sight is required, without that you can't read a book. Insight, to read in between the lines. Lot of hidden meaning is there. Everything cannot be black and white. Hindsight, recall your past knowledge and experience what you had. And you need to have foresight. Be ready for tomorrow, not for yesterday. You need to focus on what the new technologies are coming, new concepts are coming up. That you need to focus on it and start working on it. Very, very important. My dear friends, you need to innovate. Innovate or evaporate. I am not about invention. Invention is difficult, but innovation is possible. Think about innovating something or the other. You need to focus on it. All these technological developments, what we talk about today, is mostly their innovations, not much inventions. You all are capable of doing innovations. Focus on it. Let me also tell you 2 points I'll touch upon in the close. Don't worry about marks. మార్కుల కోసం కాదు, మార్పు కోసం ప్రయత్నించండి. I don't know how many of you are aware, when you come to the recruitments, I know my students are happy. When you come to the recruitments, especially in the corporate world, we don't look at marks, we only look at as eligibility to appear for the interviews. General rule is 60 to 70% all through, that is 10th plus 2 and then undergraduate programs. After that, purely depends on performance during the recruitment process. So I request the parents also not to worry so much about marks. If you are able to, your child is able to show improvement year after year, that's a great achievement, I can tell you. Nobody looks at 90% unless you're aiming at a state rank or a gold medal. Yes, you can go ahead. Otherwise, what we want is 3 things are required. First and foremost, they need to have effective communication skills, both oral and written. But unfortunately, these are missing when they come to campus recruitments. I'm telling you, this is a serious problem we are facing it. Though English is not our mother tongue, English is a global language. You need to have effective oral communications and written communication. Both is very, very important. When you go to off-campus recruitment, 90% resume is not even worth looking at it. Spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, sentence formation not there, no punctuation symbols. One common resume to all companies, all jobs. It will not work. There's one point. The second point they need to look at is the basics they have learned. If your child can learn 2 keywords per period, 2 keywords per period, if he can learn, he or she can do wonders, I'm telling you. Just learn 2 keywords with conceptual clarity, including singular, plural, antonyms, none, everything you learn. Just 2 keywords per period. If they can start learning, they can do wonders. That's one thing you need to focus on. Third thing which is missing is writing skills are gone. My dear young friends, you need to focus on writing skills. I know today we all talk about technology field. I'm not against technology. I'm myself a computer science professor. In the initial days, you focus on handwriting is very, very important. Yes, later on, when you come to undergraduate programs, you can use technology extensively. But the most problem is technology, instead of using, misuse and abuse is happening more. I don't want parents to encourage giving these cell phones right from the school age. In fact, we are against even at the undergraduate level. No, outside the classroom, let them use it. Not in the classrooms. Yeah, where required, we also recommend, yes, you can open your cell phones and use it, but not every time. My dear young friends, technology will not replace you, but people who do not use technology will replace. Take it from me.
Here are the ones, and they were even younger yesterday, sir, from classes 1 and 2. They said, how can you have a voiceover? I was really amazed with that class 2 child. What is his name, Sita ma'am? Harsha. He said, how can you give me a voiceover? My voice is my voice. Your voice is your voice. I give it my expression. You give it your expression. I will speak and spoken. The entire script has been crafted by them. The entire department, be it Sita ma'am, uh, the entire department, ma'am, please come forward, and they do it. For the speech, yes, we had an MUN, an international MUN, where they really worked it hard and hard. And they showcased their trouble not only at the school level, they were there at the other schools, and they earned a lot of laurels and prizes. I, as an English teacher, sir, have also been a speaking counselor for British School of Language, had been drafted by me along with the Mr. S. Singh Baby. Skill, yes, I'm a national skill committee member, and have recently been appointed as the lead facilitator for skills. Recently, just last week, 6 to 8 children have skill education compulsorily done for them each year. They have 5 certificates earned in a skill, which means at least 3 credit points added to their score. That is there. I really wish you have time and you come on 11th and see the showcase of our skills. I have always told my children, it is not what you do, but why you do and how you do that is important. Whatever you do, it is not doing 100 things one time, but doing one thing 100 times that is going to bring excellence. And I am a proud leader to say that I have got a team that makes them do that one thing 100 times. Thank you very much, team. You have been magnanimous support. We had our average results over 82% last year for class 10. I was teaching English and I know my highest been 99, and 12th class average results been 84% in English. So that has been magnanimous. Well, I'm sure. How many hundreds? I don't know. We had 7, 8 centums in English, right? And this is the team. Ajay is missing here, but then this is the team which really does it and really takes it over. Not only they, and the support that we get, as I told you, and I mean it when I told my chairman, well, there are children who would like to have it, financial support. He said anybody scoring 98% above will be given 100% scholarship.
So, namaskaram to all the parents, teachers, dignitaries, and a very warm hello to all the students of DPS Nadargul. So, my daughter studies in DPS Nacharam, so I told her that I'm going to DPS Nadargul and I'm going to give a speech. And I asked her, what should I say? And she said, you know what, students won't listen to what you say, so you tell whatever you want, and you please address to the parents and the teachers. So I took her seriously. So bear with me, I'm going to give a 2.5 minute speech to parents and the teachers. I'm Vijay Yelakanti, I'm a filmmaker. I lived in US for a bit, and I returned back to India. And when I love our country. I mean, I got bored in US, and when I came back, I love the culture of I love the culture. I love the family aspect, which is there. But I have one big complaint, which is in our country. The thing is, we do not get enough Nobel prizes. We do not get enough of Oscars. We do not get enough of Pulitzers. I was wondering why. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't our country get so many awards compared to the Western countries or some other countries? The straightforward reason is the socio-economic reasons, because of the social or the economic conditions. But it could be a reason something like maybe a decade ago. But right now, at least in the schools like DPS, where academics is equally important compared to when we are also talking about the music and the arts. So it's been quite encouraging for DPS, schools like DPS, where the arts and is equally, uh, excuse me, the sports are equally encouraged. So I wanted to give a brief flashback on this. I went to US, I did my master's there, I did my architecture, and I came back to India around when I was 29. And that's when I went back to the school. And I went to film school, and that's where I wanted to learn about films. So it took almost 29 years for me to pursue my passion, which probably kids of our generation doesn't have to wait. They can start pursuing their passion at a very younger age. If the kids are something good at arts, let them pursue the arts. And if they are good at sports, let them play. And if they are very good at STEM courses, let them delve deep into that. So what I wanted to mention is, if kids are into their passion, let them pursue the passion. And once they are into going into the field which they wanted, that's when we are going to win our Pulitzers, Nobels, and Oscars. So kids of DPS Nadargul, let's go get them. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Truly said. Yesterday was magnificent. We created cinema history, a blockbuster film out of the 5 elements. But you know what they say in Hollywood?
Wait. Please tell me it's not going to be another sequel.
About that, no. Today, it's going to be a story of us, the humans, from the very first specks of life to technological wonders all over the world.
Wait. All of that's amazing, but who are our heroes today? Yesterday, we had superheroes for each of the elements. So, what do we have today? A caveman? A robot?
Oh my God. Today, we have history itself as our hero. Every era, every age, every breakthrough. From the Stone Age to the era of artificial intelligence.
Wait a second. How many eras are we talking about here?
We are going to talk about every era that matters, as many as it takes to tell humanity's story. The Stone Age, the Agricultural Revolution. Wait, what was that? That was something. The ancient civilization, the digital revolution, the industrial revolution, and finally, the great, the present, the artificial intelligence era. And a lot of performances. Ma'am, I promise you, as the raise you have promised me, this will be the most epic film made in cinema history. I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Wait, we're making an epic? I thought we were making a cooking show. I even bought a frying pan.
I wonder, is the frying pan for the eggs or me?
I think you know.
Anyways, this is about human evolution, not your lunch.
True. Back to business. As a part of our content creation team, I'm inviting on board our very special historian and archaeologist, Miss Adi, to help us formulate the sequences and content as we're going to recreate the early pages of human history on the silver screen.
I can smell the early earth, the early caves, the primitive era. So you wish to capture the journey of mankind? Are you making a film on the evolution of man's existence on earth? Man, after being born out of 5 elements, and how man evolved to different stages? Well, let me take you back to the beginning, when man first walked the earth.
Perfect. We'll build each stage as you narrate. Wait, does this mean I get to dance? Warning, my dance moves are dangerous. Oh, cut it, you Michael Jackson.